Okay, let's unpack this. So
Yeah.
if you're tackling, a professional AV setup,
Like a big boardroom display, maybe a lecture hall.
exactly, or even just a home theater where the gear is in a cabinet far away from the screen, the heartbreak,
Mhm.
your standard HDMI cables, they fail over that kind of distance.
They do. The signal integrity just drops right off. Or you have to buy these incredibly bulky, expensive cables.
Right. You need a reliable long-haul solution.
And that's exactly what our deep dive is on today. It's the fix. The PureLink HCE II RX HDMI over HDBaseT extender. We're looking at the receiver unit.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission here is really to analyze how this HDBaseT technology gives you a professional-grade signal extension over just one single Catis cable.
It's the go-to shortcut for installers.
It absolutely is. And what's fascinating here is that the core function isn't just about raw distance. I mean, it's about reliability.
Sure.
The HCE2RX extends, uncompressed, HDCP-protected HDMI content, all your lossless audio format.
Everything you want.
Exactly. And the magic bullet is that integrated HDBaseT technology. It's the standard for this.
And that standard is what gives you the 5-play functionality, which is the real game changer.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets really interesting. It's not just picture and sound. This system also handles bidirectional control signals.
Right, the IR control.
Yeah, the IR. So you can use your remote control at the display to manage the cable box that's, way back in the equipment cabinet.
All through that same single cable, it completely eliminates the cable mess.
It's so clean. But, okay, we have to talk physics. There's always a trade-off.
There is always a trade-off. And in this case, it's the distance versus the resolution.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're running, say, standard high-definition content, like 1080p.
Or 1920 by 1200 at 60 hertz, maybe for a computer.
Right. For that, the system performs beautifully. You get up to 230 feet.
70 meters.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a serious distance for crystal clear video.
It's substantial.
But the big question today is always 4K. Ultra HD is what all the new displays demand.
And that is where you see the unavoidable compromise. For Ultra HD, for 4K resolution, the distance drops significantly.
Okay, so how much?
Down to only 130 feet, or about 40 meters. And this is the really crucial part. That's only supported at 30 hertz.
Ah, only 30 hertz, not 60 hertz.
No. And that 30 hertz limit shows you exactly where the bandwidth ceiling hits on this tech.
Well, that limitation makes perfect sense when you drill into the supporting specs.
It does.
This performance comes from it being rated for HDMI v1.4 with a video bandwidth of 10.2 Gbps.
Right. And for you listening, it does maintain HDCP 2.2 compliance, which is that necessary digital handshake for copy protection, so all your content will play.
And it supports full 3D, which is a nice little technical bonus.
It is. Now, for the physical unit itself, it's designed to be discreet.
You mean small?
Very small. They call it an ultra-slim design. It weighs just over half a pound. You can easily tuck it away behind a display or in a crowded rack.
And for the pro installers, it comes with a 3-year warranty, and it's TAA compliant, which is a big deal for any government or institutional jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So wrapping up the practical side, this PureLink receiver is basically an essential tool. It's for pro integrators and, serious AV enthusiasts.
Absolutely.
It just takes that nightmare of long-distance AV and makes it reliable and clean, all on one standard cable.
So what does this all mean? We've covered the power of HDBaseT, the simplicity of that single Catis cable solution.
And the very hard engineering limits you hit when you start pushing 4K signals.
For sure.
And here's a final thought for you to chew on. This device is pushing that 10.2 Gbps limit to its absolute max just to get 4K at 30 hertz over 130 feet.
It's right at the ceiling.
Totally.
Yeah.
So the real engineering challenge for the next generation of HDBaseT is how do you get past that 10.2 Gbps without running completely new types of cable?
Given how much of this cable is already in walls, how much smarter does the encoding have to become, or maybe more lossy, through clever compression to sustain the maximum distance while finally pushing 4K at 60 hertz and beyond?
That's a huge data hurdle.
It's the hurdle facing all extension technology right now.